Thank you guys again for 100 subscribers, and today I'm going to be answering your guys' questions that you've left down in the comment section on my last video. So yeah, let's get into it. I have my laptop here, and we're just going to go through these and answer questions. Alright, so the first one here is, what is your favorite music, and do you ever listen to music while running? Yes, I do listen to music while running, but a lot of the times in my videos, if you guys ever see me, you'll see that I wear my Beats. I have Beats Bluetooth earbuds that I always wear. So I'm either listening to music, and I listen to a lot of different music. I wouldn't necessarily say I have a favorite type of music. I'm really diverse when it comes to music, but a lot of the times I am listening to podcasts and stuff like that on ESPN radio. So yeah, podcast or music, usually podcast, definitely long runs podcast, but sometimes for like workouts and stuff, music to get me hyped, stuff like that. Next question comes from Chase. Nice name. What times did you have? What was your cross country and track times when you were committing to the University of Akron? So I'll run through the times. When I committed to the University of Akron, in the 1600 I ran 4:35. In the 3200 I ran 9:58. In the 5K on cross I ran 15:59. And if you care about these times, in the half marathon I ran 1:15:21. And in the 10K I ran 33, low 33s. I'm not actually sure what that time was, but yes, low 33s. So those were the times there. I'm guessing, I'm hoping we're going to see a huge drop in those track times. But the cross time definitely helped. But yeah. Next question. Have you ever got shin splints? No, I have never had shin splints. Actually, I've never really had any running related injuries. Knock on wood. I have had one, and it was Achilles tendonitis. And I do, struggle with that to today, but, you learn how to manage that, stretching, icing, stuff like that. But I did have a problem last year right before track season with Achilles tendonitis issues. I just switched into these new shoes that were basically destroying me, and finally my Achilles couldn't take it and popped. Middle of a run, had to walk all the way back to the school. It was pretty bad. Took a week off. Now I'm fine. Next question is, how much juice do you drink? I drink orange juice, and I usually drink a glass every morning with my breakfast. That's about it. Next question is, MD 800s or Zoom Victories? Definitely the Zoom Victories. That's actually the only track spike I've ever ran in, and it's probably what I'll run in for a while. Next question is, Beacons or Cliftons? I'm going to have to go with the Cliftons here. I've never even heard of the Beacons. But yeah, Cliftons for sure. I've ran a lot of Cliftons, and I really like that shoe. Next question comes from J1 Runs. That's kind of a tongue twister. He says, pancakes or waffles? What do you do with all your race medals and race bibs? Pancakes or waffles? Definitely pancakes. And race medals, they're right there. Let me turn the camera around for you guys to show you that. So I put all my race medals up here. They're just above my TV. But yeah, that's where I keep all those. As far as race bibs go, I don't really keep my race bibs. Now in really good races where I PR and have a great race, I will keep them just over there in a drawer. But I want to start collecting my race bibs, but so far I have not. Let's see. Next question comes from Drew. He says, have you always been talented in running, or did it take a lot of hard work? Now, this is something I am very passionate about. I believe there is talented runners, then I believe there is runners that have to work and get to the position where they're at. Coming in my freshman year of high school, I was fifth man on the cross-country team, and my goal was to break 20 minutes in the 5K. So if you call that naturally talented, I guess I was naturally talented, but by no means is that naturally talented in my opinion. I believe there are freshman runners that come in, and you'll see them run in the 15 minutes for the 5K, and that is what I see as naturally talented. But yeah, coming in as a freshman, I was never great. And then sophomore year I was pretty solid. Junior year was the worst year of cross country I've had. And then I finally decided to quit soccer, the sport I've been playing for a while. And then I started putting in a ton of mileage, and I noticed a big drop Over the winter, after my junior cross-country season, I put in a decent amount of mileage. I was probably running 50 to 60 miles a week. I dropped from a 455 mile to a 435, and then a 1055 2-mile, I believe, to a 958. And then in cross, the summer, going into my senior year, I was running about 70 miles a week. So I'm putting in a ton of mileage. You don't see a lot of high school runners putting in that amount of mileage. And my 5K dropped from 17 flat to 15:59. And I really didn't have that many great races. The weather this year for cross country was terrible. But yeah, I was definitely never a natural talent. I definitely had to put in a lot of mileage and put in a lot of hard work to get there. But that's what I love so much about running. You can take anyone and just put a lot of mileage on their legs, and they can be a good runner. It just takes a lot of hard work and dedication. But yeah, that was a great question. Next question. How do you bear running on a treadmill for as long as you do? Trust me, I hate the treadmill. I would do anything besides run on that if I could. But the days you see me run on a treadmill, there is absolutely no way I could go outside. Last week, the last week of training video, actually, I think I ran on it 2 times, 3 times maybe, and that is because the roads were totally snowed over and snow and ice all over the roads. Sidewalks are covered. And you notice a lot when it's like that, you're slipping around a lot, and that's definitely not good. I talked about my Achilles tendonitis issues earlier. It's definitely not good for that. It definitely seems to irritate that a lot, so I stay on the treadmill most of the time. But one thing I do, and I highly recommend you guys to do, if it's possible, I set this laptop actually on the top of my treadmill, and I watch YouTube videos, streams, stuff like that. Just so the time passes a little bit quicker and I'm not always looking at how far I've ran, because I feel like the more you look at it, the more it feels like you're on there. But yeah, do you have any mile and 2-mile workouts in mind? So basically, and I'll go in because I know there's another question talking about workouts, so I'll go into that after this question. But mile to 2-mile workouts, if I have any workouts in mind, not really. The winter for me is basically all mileage and running a lot of mileage, just because in the winter I want to build up my aerobic base. In the winter I don't really do speed workouts just because I feel like that's more of an outdoor track thing. Now once I get into college and the races actually mean something, then I will start doing speed workouts in the winter. But as of now, in the winter, my school doesn't even recognize indoor track as a sport, so it's kind of something I just like to do to get on the track and race and get some competition in. But yeah, in the winter I do not do any speed workouts. Now once outdoor track comes around and I'm still planning on recording these videos for you guys, you will see a lot of workouts. But as of now, I do workouts sometimes in the winter just to get ready for my races, but it's usually still aerobic-based workouts, stuff that's working on your aerobic engine, and it's not a lot of speed workouts. But yeah, so if I have any workouts in mind, yes, I will be doing workouts, but mile and 2-mile specific workouts, no, not really. It's more of, building my aerobic base. Drew asked another question. He says, how many miles a week should I be doing to run sub 18 in the 5K? Now, I am by no means a coach, but maybe ask your coach how much mileage he thinks you should do, because he knows you more than I know you. But basically, whatever he tells you and then whatever you're doing right now, basically don't jump from what you're doing to what he says. It could be let's say you're doing 20 miles a week and he wants you doing 50. Don't go from 20 to 50 in 1 week. What I recommend to do and what I've been taught to do is go up 5 miles per week, and that is the number of mileage to go up per week without getting hurt. So let's say if he wants you're at 20, he wants you to go to 50. Just build up 5 miles per week until you get to that 50 mark, and then kind of hover around that 50 mark. Just so you're healthy. But yeah, that is what I think you should do. What watch do you use to track your runs? So right now I'm using a Polar Vantage something. I'll type it on screen what it's called. I'm not really sure. I've always used a Garmin, but I wanted something different, so I grabbed this watch over Christmas. So far, it's doing me a pretty good job. There are some things that are iffy about it, but I like the watch. Does what it needs to do. So yeah. The Swamp XC asks, it seems like you only do easy runs or 45 to 60 minute runs, not too hard, along with long runs every week. However, do you do any workouts like interval and rep training specific for track season? Running sub 10 off just easy and long runs would be impressive. So I did go in on, I did talk about this a little earlier in the episode, but yeah, in track season or in the winter, I do not do any workouts like interval or rep workouts. Now, once track season does come around, I will start doing the speed work, 200s, 400s, mile repeats, K repeats, stuff like that once track season actually comes around, and that's when you'll actually see my times drop a lot. But yeah, as of now, I'm running sub 10 off mileage. So thanks if you're calling that impressive, thank you, I guess. But yeah, as of now, no workouts. But once track season comes around, I'll start to do those speed workouts like 200s to work that anaerobic engine, and you'll see my times drop a lot. I'm hoping to run sub 920 in the 2 mile and sub 420 in the mile. So yeah. Next question is, how do you film your videos and what do you use to edit? Now, right now, I'm basically filming all my videos off my iPhone. I know that's not very, professional, but that's basically all I have right now. Now, trust me, I am working on trying to get a camera and a mic to film and make these videos more professional. But as of now, I'm just recording everything off my iPhone, and then I plug it into this laptop right here and use iMovie to edit it. iMovie's good, I like it. Probably won't get anything different as of now, but am looking to get a camera just to kind of make these videos better quality for you guys. But as of now, I have 100 subs, so it's not very serious. Like I said, I do this to keep my training fun, so this is basically all I need. I think they come out all right. What are your favorite base phase workouts? I like tempo runs and fartleks and stuff like that. Those are probably my favorite stuff. Anything where I can go long and at like a steady pace, like 6 minute pace or 6 minute pace to 5:45. I really like that stuff. That's probably what I'm best at, honestly. I'm better at the longer distance events, so the farther I go, in my opinion, the better I get. So I like those kind of workouts. Ben asked, who is your running idol? Now, my running idol, it's a great question. So, funny story, I got this bracelet from Parker Stinson, a Saucony pro, former Oregon University runner. I really enjoy him. I follow him on all social medias, and he tends to post a lot of Instagram videos and stuff like that. So I follow him. I really enjoy him. As far as groups go, the NAZ Elite out of Northern Arizona, I really enjoy them. I have a lot of their apparel. The Oregon Project, I really enjoy them too. And then the 10 Min Elite, I've started to get into them a little bit. They're also, I think they're based out of Boulder maybe. But yeah, I like them as well. Favorite track and XC spike. So favorite track spike is definitely the Victories, and then XC spike, basically, it differs year to year. I don't really have a favorite. I kind of just pick what's out, and that's what I run in. 1 year I ran in Brooks. This year I ran in Nikes, so it kind of just differs. And then William also asks track or XC. Now, I've debated this a little bit. I think I'm still going to lean towards cross country, even though after this year I was really wanting to lean towards track, just because track, I feel like your times can't really differ that much. The course is never going to be short or long. You know, you're always going to be running the right distance. It's always flat. It can never be muddy and stuff like that. But that's what I kind of feel like cross country is all about. You know, the muddy conditions, the rain. It's kind of fun to do that stuff. But then again, you know, times always differ, because this year in my cross country races, basically every race it was pouring rain. I never really got great conditions. Now, there were a few races that were, you know, great conditions, but other than that, all the races were pretty bad. So probably gonna still lean towards cross country. Right, another question. Someone asked, who cuts your hair? Shout out Lexi. Lexi cuts my hair. I doubt she'll ever see this, but she does a great job, and I love my haircuts. My hair is something I take great pride in, so yeah. And the last one says, would you recommend I down 8 tablespoons of sugar 30 seconds before my 400 meter? Go for it. Tell me how that goes for you. But in all seriousness, probably not. But if you want to, please let me know how that goes. But yeah, thank you guys so much for all the questions. I hope I didn't miss any. If I did miss any, leave them down in the comment section. I'll answer them for you guys. But yeah, once again, thank you guys for 100 subs. It's actually crazy that a lot of you guys watch these videos, considering I do this for fun and I didn't think it would get any traction. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.